Here we are. How's it going, everyone? Hope we're doing well. Saw Terror King already in the chat. Ugh. Let's get this back a little bit. Oh, the camera's all messed up. Okay. Alright. Alrighty. So we got a show tonight. And I am going to go ahead, if I didn't just lose it. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Oh, I'm an idiot. If I didn't just... I have my booking aid here tonight. Which is a Sam Adams Summer Ale. So let's go ahead and book some show here. Hopefully y'all can hear me. Everyone's here. Everyone's hanging out. And we're having a good old time. So, to start us off, just let's check the history real quick, make sure. Yeah, we are a week out from when the pay-per-view happened. We're continuing with the same storylines. There was a big brawl at the end of the show. I believe it was Merritt who pinned Rick Law at the end of that. So let's just jump right into a modern TV opening between Freely and Champion. And Freely wants his one-on-one title shot. And Nikki Champion is a fighting champion, so he's going to give it to him. And he's going to give it to him here tonight. Mainly because I don't want Freely to main event another pay-per-view. I don't know if that spoils what's going to happen, but Freely's not going to win. And we're going to have a one-on-one match here. We'll have Andre Jones go over one of those heels who I do not like. Dusty DeCont is fine. And then after the match, Andre Jones is going to be just Pearl Harbored by Bane and T-Rex and Colossus in a desperate attempt to get them over. But they like need to get over quick is kind of the thing. Then we're going to have the team of Milk Justice. And was it... no, it was... Okay, so DWN and Nelson Callum I'm going to test as a team now. I don't know if I've tested them yet. Because I remember testing Zavi and Roger Cage and it didn't work out. So Milk Justice gets that win. Casey Valentine comes out with Jumbo and cuts a promo on Justice and Milk. Let's go ahead. And the tag champs, Eddie Howard and DC Rain. They pin the champs they want in the title match. Milk Justice has been impressive. Malachi Milk has been really impressive. As in, like, I had no idea he was any good, and he has been very good. J-Ro is not available yet, I don't think. Oh, J-Ro is available. Let's see. Our locals are kind of bad. They're kind of real bad. J-Ro shows up, and she can immediately pin Miss American Pie and, like, Dominator. And Joanne Rodriguez is going to cut a promo saying that USPW has never seen a women's fighter in its wrestling company. And J-Ro is going to bring the fight to the entire women's division. And all the little ladies better pack it up and go home. And she specifically calls out Melody. And we'll see if she could... Nope, can't call out Alicia Strong. Well, let's see. Nah, boo. Alright, fine. She's a heel. She's coming in as a heel. So we have not heard yet from Rich Money, who cuts a promo with Merritt, standing behind him, running down Enigma. I don't know what I mean. Oh, right. I do know what our main event's going to be. TV title match here. We will do... Actually, we'll do a TV title #1 contender match. How about that? Where the newly turned Tribal Warrior can face off against that match is gonna suck. Yeah, we're going to move that down as well as this down. And then Tribal Warrior and Joss are going to face off. I feel like Tribal Warrior versus Atlas is like everything I hate about USPW. Like, just not talented cast-offs from SWF or the past. At least hire the talented cast-offs, right? So let's do Chris Caulfield and Rick Law versus... what we got? Who do we have left? I'd like to do Trent Schaefer. Do I want to stick Rich Money in this match? I mean, it'd be better than sticking Tyson Bane in. And Rich isn't doing anything else. Rich Money gets... Actually, we need to have Rick Law get wins. Because he needs to be kept over. Yeah, losing Java's like... Oh, I actually loved the Tribal Warrior Java tag team. Like, I thought that was so cool. We're going to do a Steve Freely angle where he talks about, you know, coming over to the company, how he risked his entire career coming over here. And he's not going to let Nicky Champion just take away everything he worked for. Oh, in all of my setup, I didn't even tweet that we went live. Let's finish the show and then I'll throw something up there. I'm a dum-dum. There you go. That's what I'll put up there. Nicky Champion and Steve Freely are going to have a blow-off match for the world title that Nicky Champion is going to win. And it's decisive. We need to make a storytelling match, that's right. And then, after the fact, you have Nicky Champion get destroyed by Merritt to end the show. Okay. Who am I not using? Force, because he's injured. So we'll do like a quick Force is recovering type deal. I feel like this is too high. All right, let's see what happens. That did well. So Dusty's not as bad as I thought getting a 48 there, but like even Andre's not particularly good. This did well enough. Huh. Atlas is better than Tribal Warrior. Well, this did decent enough as well. Force is just watching old videos of himself, and that's how he heals. Watching crowd reactions. Oh, J-Ro getting a 51 right out the back. God damn it, that's not what I wanted to give her. Whatever. We're gonna pretend it's the right gimmick. Oh, DWN's not over at all. Well, we'll fix that. But Newton and Callum work well together, which is good. And this actually did fairly well as well. Did you do the render, Nars? Or are you just a big fan of it? Also, hello, Nars. Wow, that did real well. That did less well, but still good. Coffee will drag that down, but we'll pull him down to the mid card in a second. Wow. Nikki Champion's over. Oh, so now you do well. Whatever. It's done. You're done, Steve. See? Boom. There you go. That's why. $85 B+. What do we get for mail? Oh, Tribal Warrior's contract is up for renewal. And, like, I literally just put him in a title thing so he can lose. Yes. Yes, I did. We're not resigning him. I feel like Greg Gage can do that, but better. Like, he could be that mid-card face, but better. I said Greg Gage, didn't I? I met Greg Black. I signed Greg Black. You all saw it. For those of you who, like, put this on and then do homework or chores or whatever, first of all, get back to work. Do your homework. Second of all, I was saying Greg Black the whole time. That's what I meant. Ozzy. Ozzy. Nobody. No, we're full on heels, mate. Like, simmer. Grandmaster Funk would be funny to add. I don't know how well that would go over in USPW. But if I feel like I need one, then I guess. I don't know if he's over enough either. Like, Heat Start is a low. He would definitely just be losing matches, which is fine, but Maybe. As I get rid of, like, these shitty heels, I'm definitely going to consider bringing in new guys, and he might be one of them. Ooh, no. Trent Schaefer, you stay. You stick around. Yeah. Yes, 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 yes. You stick around. We're about to become very New Japan in this shit, as we just throw stables all over the place. It's gonna be great. North of the border and SWF made offers. So now it becomes, how much do I want to pay Trent Schaefer to be in my mid-card? Do I want to pay him $22,000 for 5 years? Sure. Yeah, like, it's not like it's a big concern monetarily. But NARS is just the principle of the matter. We don't just pay everyone. That would just make us WCW. Speaking of paying everyone. Oh, Brent Hill. Oh, he would be a very good replacement heel jobber. But he is 45 god dang years old. So no. That's still not as much as us. He is over the hill. I'm so happy about that one. Oh, we got a show tonight, don't we? It's Wednesday. Yeah, the machines are fun. I didn't tweet. Y'all in it. We live. Twitch.tv/Let's Play TEW. Live tweeting. Ah, the Xavier Reckless power play. Of course. Most infamous of power plays. Let me adjust my storylines, actually, before. Because that was a pivotal moment. Freely losing his last chance there. So Nikki Champion is going to be facing Enigma, or not Enigma, blah. Meredith, as you probably noticed by the end of that show. Overcoming the monster. That's overcoming. Overcoming the monster. Oh, ho, ho. So Nikki Champion's going to come out. He's going to, you know, say he's taking on all comers. Rich Money's going to come out. And he's going to say that Merrick Kokoloff is ready to accept the challenge. And your title reign and your career will end at whatever the next pay-per-view is. Then we're going to have a match. Let's see. We're going to have some low. Oh, we don't got low. Let's borrow from development. We got a face down there, right? All of these guys aren't great. I guess, is for sure over enough? No, no one's over enough to be in the show yet. Oy, boy, oy, oy. I guess if we're gonna jump right into it, let's jump into the TV title match. Two big ol' hosses. Tribal Warrior and Josh Thompson. Josh gets the win. We're then going to cut a promo. Raven cuts a promo saying that, you know, Joanne Rodriguez debuted and all the focus is off of Raven and people need to be ready because Raven's going to be facing Melody one-on-one at the pay-per-view. J-Ro is going to come out and say that no matter who wins, Raven, Melody, they're going to be in the first fight of their lives when Joanne Rodriguez gets her hands on them. Melody comes out and just like, blah, 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 I'll take on both of you. And Missy Masterson storms out and comes right for Raven. And we got our next match. So it's going to be Melody and Missy versus Joanne and Raven Nightfall. And I think in all of the chaos, Raven Nightfall is going to pin Melody. Are they? Is that reflected in the game? Oh, they are. Neato. Thanks, Tara. Did not know. Alright, so after the women's, we'll have Freely come out and cut the old, he's like a little bit desperate. Because I don't imagine Steve Freely gets like dejected. He's not like sad John Cena where he's just like, oh, I lost. I don't know what to do. He's just like pacing and he's like, someone come out here. I'm going to beat someone. I don't care who. This is just a bump in the road. I'll be back. I'm going to be back at the top. I'm going to get the title back. And the world will fear the Dark Destroyer, blah, 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 blah. It's got a little bit more edge to it than like the face version that I'm kind of describing, but we're going to get Steve Freely. And Oh boy, this is very slim pickings. Andre got murdered. Forrest got murdered. American Patriot it is. And we're going to do like a Steve Freely yelling into the camera thing. Just like grabbing the camera, fight me type thing. He's very much kind of losing his grip on reality. Enigma's going to come out. And he's gonna cut a promo on how Rich Money is more worried about his Russian monster than facing him. So Enigma went ahead and made the Enigma and Rich Money match a #1 contenders match, so that perhaps Rich Money will pay attention now. We'll do Chris Caulfield and Tyson Bane. And I think we're going to keep Tyson strong here and give Chris a win, though. But, like, a tainted one? Like, Chris resorts to using a chair or some hardcore instrument. And then Caulfield is able to escape before the beatdown. So he was able to get out. Then we will do Rick Law is going to cut a promo. And he says there's going to be a match for #1 contendership. Match announced by Law. It's because I don't believe in him. Let's see. We will have... let's throw Malachi Milk in there. He's been on a run. Throw DC and Eddie in there, actually. Throw Roger in there. And... Dusty, and I'm going to have Roger Cage get a win here. Really? You guys are upset. Alright, fine. You guys don't have to be in the match. I wanted to add legitimacy, but no. Now we have to use Mick Muscles and Freddie Datsun. No, I am not going to make Jumbo Shrimp again. It's a hard no. Alright. So it would be Roger Cage and Rick Law fighting. I don't know what our main event is. Let's do a 5-on-5. See what happens. What's the worst that can happen? We'll do Merritt, Rich, Trent, Jumbo, and Casey. Target. Casey gets a win. And we'll say it's another win on the tag team champs. This feels like a slightly weaker version of our TV show. Alright, look, I don't need the literal what's the worst that can happen. Okay? I know. Everything's gonna go terribly wrong. I have Malachi Milk main eventing a television show. I understand the risk inherent in what I'm doing. Force and Jones recovering. Yeah, I'm real good at just booking WWE. That's what it is, unfortunately. This did real well. Oh! Joss is getting over. Joss, Queen. Okay. So Rick Law by himself is good and is slumming it by being in this division. This actually didn't do too bad. And Roger Cage was still the star of this match. Did alright. Ah, this did well as well. Melody was the best person in this match. Not what I would have expected. Yeah, that bombed. Freely now that he doesn't have the title. Yeah. So now that he doesn't have the title and he's in the mid-card, Freely is an actual help and not a hindrance. So, go figure. Freely yelling. The Enigma promo. Perhaps I should have had Enigma in that main event. No, that would be way worse. Hey! Still did fine. Malachi, a 55, but was carried by, like, the star power. Oh, I didn't put a post-match angle. So it's just Casey Valentine wins. We'll see you next week. And that's still a good show. I still feel like our earlier shows were way better than that show. But I will take it. Ah. 42. Not over. No. No, 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 no. Freddie, I'm just waiting for you to retire, my dude. I don't have it in me to cut you. Yeah, I mean, Casey's had some bombs so far. He's had some big roadblocks, but I still see him as someone who could be a big time threat. I get it, Ozzy. If you're gonna keep complaining, I guess I'll bring you up. So we have a new jobber. His name is Ozzy Golden. We need a face jobber. And he could be a bubbly bubble face. A bubbly baby face. And he is just here to get beat. I mean, I would have to pay a ton of money to get to Colt. I don't know. Unless I just start running Canada more. That's also the thing that this game does pretty poorly is like the barriers between regions with the way like the internet is nowadays and everything, like Kenny Omega is not available essentially anywhere in America, but he is one of the more popular. I mean, they're on Access, but like Access is on less TVs than like TNA, I think, or has been around an equivalent amount. So I don't know. I don't see how someone could be a 91 overall in Canada in 2016 and be relatively unknown in America. Like that doesn't make sense to me. Hey, we finished first in both of our national battles. Jeez, Terror. Yeah, I mean, we're kind of losing money as it is. And I know we got the money to lose, but that doesn't mean I want to just start, like, throwing logs on the fire. I should check and see when the next pay-per-view is. To make sure that I set it up correctly. That's not what I want. That's not what I want at all. I feel as if my pop filter isn't catching my breaths right now. So you're getting a lot of my breathing. I'm sorry about that. All right, 2 more shows. Yeah, I'm not making $2 million a month. So let's see what happened to Jack. Swollen Maritime, that's only like a month, right? Yeah. Oh, geez. I didn't know I had the Kenny deaths on. Well. I'll just go ahead and quickly run those off. All right, so we got Greg Black in. Kenny death. Boss Hagen died from a Kenny death. Gemmel is someone who I would like to retain. Oh, there you go. Good for you, Dean. All right. So we're going to have a promo. Nikki Champion is going to come out again. Bloating. Steve Freely's going to come out angry. Very upset. Rich Money is going to come out with Merritt. Enigma's going to come out. And then we have a main event. Let's see. Jump into, let's see if we can hire a local. Not really. Goodness me. And there are like no women local wrestlers. I guess Amy Galaxy? Yeah, and then we're going to have Joanne Rodriguez attack. Or not attack. Defeat Amy Galaxy in like a minute. And Joanne Rodriguez just kind of peppers the shit out of Amy Galaxy until Melody comes in and makes a save. I want to test something. I thought they were. I thought you could set it so people started at set spots. Let's have Steve Freely come out. He's going to do the promo thing again. Where he's yelling how he's going to beat someone. Anyone can come out and fight him. And Greg Black's going to debut. And Greg Black says he's tired of Steve Freely's mouth, whether it's down here, up north, wherever. Freely's always been given every opportunity, and all Steve Freely does is choke it away. And Greg Black is, you know, he's a man who built himself up, and he is going to show the world that through hard work you can persevere, and people who just whine all the time like Steve Freely are nobodies. And Freely is furious, but does not attack Black. Merritt's gonna crush. I guess not. Oh, okay. Sure. Merritt is going to crush Ozzy Golden. Yeah, Terror, I'm real big on the Lucha Underground losing your debut bit. I actually don't believe that you have to win in your debut. Even if you're just in a competitive match with someone on the roster that shows that you belong. That's generally good enough, in my opinion. So James Justice, Casey Valentine. Actually, this would be the higher up on the card one. Sorry. Malachi Milk, Jumbo Jackson, and Eddie Howard. And because he could use a win, I'm going to give it to Eddie. And then we'll let the other three cut promos, and next week I'll just reverse this setup, but minus the promos. Is it official? I thought that happened last week, to be honest. Oh, the beat up faces come back and they beat up Cerberus backstage, and Caulfield is there, and they're using chairs and clangy steel pipes, and it's a whole backstage brawl. It's hardcore. It's crazy. It's nuts. Lower down the card, Tribal Warrior cuts a promo saying that he knows that he can win that title from Joss, and if he can't win it, he's going to retire, and Joss says, "You're on." I still have him until the pay-per-view, right? 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 Oh, you're not going to tell me? I'll check after. Remind me to check after. Oh, okay. I mean, if he's just showing up, like, he's going to what? Show up, beat CJ Parker equivalent, and then leave? That's cool, but this is like, I'll see how they use them, because they've also had people like Hero and they didn't do anything with them, so I don't know. Like, NXT's been more hits than misses, but I generally wait to see how they're treated when they debut and how the crowd reacts and everything. And like they shit the bed on Sombra for a long time too. Oh, I think it's been a little while since Trent Schaefer's gotten a win. But good for the King of Bros getting a run there. I feel like this is a main event I've run before. Never just these four men. I would like Nikki Champion to pin Steve Freely in this match. Steve, buddy, like, you are not good enough to be this much of a complainer. What are you going to do when I tell you to lose to Greg Black at the pay-per-view? Yeah, they could. I mean, they could push him as, like, the legitimate MMA wrestler. They could also just not have an MMA wrestler. Like, it's fine. You don't need one of those on the roster. Matt Riddle is fun, but, like, I don't know, like, kind of hate the way they booked Brock Lesnar. And it's been shit. And even they're admitting it's shit now, which doesn't, like, turn it into a meta thing. It's still shit. So, like, if that's what it means by male MMA wrestler, like, if that's the hole that Riddle would be filling, no thank you. I hate it. If Riddle, like, is... I would rather Riddle fill more into, like, the Kevin Owens workhorse kind of slot than, like, the big scary monster slot. Because I don't know if Riddle works as a big scary monster. I don't. They'll never let that MMA thing go, though. You're right. You're right. You're very right. You're very right. Okay, so did we use everyone we need? Yes. Okay. Let's see if we can't get, like, Davis Wayne Newton over. Ronda was surprisingly good. And continues to be. Alright, let's see what happens. This was fairly well, but Enigma... Yeah, I kind of figured this would be bad. That was pretty rough, too. But hopefully we can boost up DWN's overness there. This did fine. So we could do these matches with mixed gender or mixed match tag. Mixed match tags. Tribal versus Joss at the pay-per-view. This did alright. Actually, this didn't do alright at all. Mick Muscles, my dude. Come on. This did good. Hard-working Greg Black. This was surprisingly good for a squash. Like, it was almost as good as this. No, DWN isn't over enough either to really do much of anything. This did fine. This did not do fine. Oy boy. Oy. Might cut the cord on this entire storyline and that entire Cerberus faction soon. This was alright. This is what I was looking for, though. This is going to be worse than last week's. It was the same. Merritt just beating up Nikki Champion at the end of the show. People love it. Will he overcome? I think I'll go to the pay-per-view. So, maybe another hour. Get them away from the Force. I know. I might have to put the Force into a jobber role here. I think I agree with you. I think it's Force that's a big issue. Maybe I have an idea of what they'll do next. Who they'll face next. And that could be fun. The Brooklyn show for NXT is actually looking not that bad. It has what? Baszler and Kyrie. It has the huge triple threat. Are they doing... Because they're doing Ricochet and Adam Cole, I believe. I don't know who Velveteen Dream is facing, though, at the Brooklyn show. Is he facing EC3? Is that the match that's going on there? Yeah. All right. I remember now. Do I want Ed Stone? He's only 29. He's decently over. He's pretty cheap. And TCW, yeah. Tag title match. That's Mustache Mountain, Fish and O'Reilly. Oh no, sorry, not Fish, specifically, not Fish. Oh my God, I'm drawing a blank. Oh my God, I'm drawing a blank on who the fourth member of Undisputed Era is. But whatever, Undisputed Era, Sheila Boots, Mustache Mountain, and War Machine, or whoever. Roderick Strong, thank you. T-Rex now lives in Puerto Rico. Is he just preparing to go to FCW as soon as we cut him? That does not look like a 6'7" man. Oh. I had the wrong thing. Oh no, TCW altered their bid. I'm so nervous. Are they offering him a slightly better? Yeah. All right, mainstream is here. Mainstream ended up being... I would like him to be like a cool character, not a weirdo. Oh, that's a face only? Sure. They really do. Like, oh, they're really married, so you know that it's real. Eh. Alright, so we have American Wrestling. We are going to start. Yeah, we're going to start with setting up the title match between Nikki Champion and Merritt. We're going to start with the contract signing. Then we jump right into a debut. Mainstream and Bulldozer Brandon Smith in a MAWS match on USPW. Oh, absolutely. Like, Champion definitely goes through the table there. Merritt just, with ease, through. Boom. That's why he's rated on Menace. Raven finally gets her one-on-one match. Rematch, I guess, because she already lost once. And we do Joanne versus Missy Masterson. And Jabra wins, but not without controversy, as Missy Masterson is attacked again by Raven Nightfall. Then we do a wee little tag here with Rick Law, Tribal Warrior, Joss, and oh my goodness, who is, oh, Roger Cage. We'll put Roger Cage over Tribal Warrior. We're going to have the other triple threat match, the better one, which was DC Rain, Casey Valentine, and James Justice. I think Justice has to win this match. Force should be good at entertainment. But just in case, we'll do Caulfield. And Bane, set up pay-per-view match. Challenges Bane to 3-man buried alive match. I don't know how that works, but it's a 3-on-3 buried alive match. Steve Freely cuts a promo on how Greg Black just made the biggest mistake of his life. Greg Black comes out and talks about how hard he works and how he is more than prepared to beat Steve Freely. Then, old Stevie Buddy can beat Ozzy Golden. Not a triple threat buried alive. A 6-man tag buried alive. A 6-man tag buried alive match. The first person to have a team member buried alive, or the first team to have a team member buried alive loses. Crazy. It's nuts. Rich, Merritt. And Tyson Vane. I mean, I think it could lead to some fun things. Versus Chris Caulfield. I'm trying to defend it, but it is indefensible. Enigma and a hobbled up Nikki Champion overcoming the odds, but like that heel team is too much. And I think the show ends with both Rich Money and Merritt taking out Nikki Champion and Enigma. And you have to buy the pay-per-view. I personally love having stupid, ridiculous matches that make no sense. I'll get Datsun and Trent Schaefer in there as well. What's the storyline match? This one? Sure. Ooh, that did okay. That was a pretty dang good debut for Mainstream Hernandez. Raven and Melody. J-Ro. Missy Masterson only getting 45s. Oy. Yeah, Rick Law is slumming it down here with these guys, but at least Roger Cage is being built up. Yeah, that did good. I think this was about the same as what the other one was, though. Wow. People are hyped for the 6-man tag buried alive match. Yeah, I noticed that good chemistry note there as well. Okay, so Ozzy's a pretty good jobber. Wow. Wow. Let's go to the pay-per-view. So let's see. We have our tag match. Which is Milk Justice, Natural Storm, Jumbo, and Valentine. And I'm going to say that we get an Eddie Howard win, Malachi Milk loss, and like a good defense for the Natural Storm. Tribal Warrior loses on pay-per-view to Josh Thompson in an absolute domination, and Tribal Warrior is no longer a part of this company. We would have Rick Law and Roger Cage in a national title match. And Rick Law is going to win an open match. But it'll be a bit tainted. Like, it'll be a screwy finish. Roger Cage will distract the referee, but like somehow accidentally cause an advantageous for Rick Law or make a controversy. Feud will continue. Alright. I have no idea how I'm going to do this. But let's create a match where it's a 6-man tag. Trap with an item. And it's a 3v3 buried alive. And it is one fall to a finish. I think the risk is... It definitely has a name value and is a prestige of high. Sure. And I guess we'll say this is the brawl-based one. Oh, we need something to trap them in. Well, how would I do that? A special set. A trapping item. Alright, 3v3 buried alive brawl. Tyson Bane, T-Rex, and Colossus versus The Force. Andre Jones and Chris Caulfield. This is a wild brawl. And the winner is Tyson Bane when he buries the Force forever and ever. Goodbye. Then going to have Rich Money and Enigma. And Rich is going to get the win. I don't know. I mean, at this point, I'm not going to go back and change it. I probably could have checked before, but Enigma is going to be attacked by Mainstream Hernandez, who is aligning himself with Rich Money. Steve Freely and Greg Black. And let's see. I'm just curious. Can I pull this off? Nope, can't pull it off. Freely wins. And for the title match, Nikki Champion and Merritt. Yeah, Freely's been a pain in the ass. Merritt gets botched interference by Rich Money. Causes him to lose the match. Almost forgot the ladies match. Which, looking at it, I think is the only title change on this card. Raven picks up the win in the title. It's not her first run with it, right? No, she's had a couple runs. But the first run of Raven Nightfall. And then let's just do like a... Yeah, I don't know how well it would work for me to give him a spear. Like, I'm not... I'm a flabby, weak, skinny dude. I ain't doing much of anything to anyone. Alright. There. There we are. I hit it again. Shitty. Run the show. I don't have any angles. What? Strong con... I don't know what you could be talking about here. Money and merit attention. Champion celebrates. I had caps locks on and was holding down shift that whole time. Well, it's lowercase now. Yeah, 58's not bad. Probably could have given DWN that win. Yay! That was a very good match. That was better than I thought it would be. And salute to you, Tribal Warrior. You had a killer tag team, but we're letting you move on. Severus buries Jim. He's gone. He's gone and not coming back. Not a brawler. So, most of them were brawlers. Just Chris wasn't. Which is weird because I always think of him as Tommy Dreamer. This did really well. This did better than I thought it would do. Wow. I feel like one of the title matches was that good. Alright, Money and Enigma did well. Yeah, like... Okay, Merritt. Well, thanks for coming. Please meet your new tag team partner, Mainstream Hernandez. You two are going to get along swimmingly. Thanks for showing up. No, everyone, they're fighting. He's the champion. That's still enough to lose us popularity everywhere. Great. Good. Grand. Terrific. Alright. I would like to... What do I want Gym Force to be? I want him to be the dude Gym Force. Disgruntled employee. Oh, do I not have it? Oh, I don't have Gym Force without the face paint. James. Hello, this is James. He is going to be just a normal guy who shows up now, no longer the Force. Just like shows up, awkwardly waves, loses matches, and then leaves. Just James, yes, correct. Wow, 2 people telling me that Greg Black is not good. Alright. Okay. Got it. Thanks. Well, I think that is going to be it for me. It is 11:30. I do have work tomorrow. Let's see if any of the people who's currently streaming. None of the people whom I followed. I actually found someone who was playing TW yesterday after we went offline. And yes, CR Daredevil. But they do not appear to be online right now. And they started streaming at like midnight, and I generally cannot hang on that late. But if you want more TW content, CR Daredevil 05. I'll put it in here. He was streaming and he seemed pretty cool. But let's see. Brennan Williams is streaming. We'll grab. But we'll raid that. Why not? And we'll keep that up on the channel. Thanks for watching, everyone. Have a good one.